All right, today's the day. Another info dump of GTA 6. Ooh, sunglasses and braids. What more do you need? They dropped a bunch of new screenshots, pricing info, pre-order information, all of that this morning because New Zealand. New Zealand, classic New Zealand. I don't know what magic hobbit holes they're operating out of, but they have somehow managed to alter the status of time. So there it is already Thursday at like roughly 4 in the morning when we're filming this. And as a result, they can pre-order the game right now. And that means that Rockstar needed to have the press release go out when pre-orders opened for the first people, which happened to be in New Zealand. So we can thank New Zealand for this info drop coming at this time. But what did we get? Well, we got a bunch of information about pre-order editions, about ultimate editions, exclusive cosmetics, all sorts of stuff, new gameplay information, suggestions about performance on console. Ooh. And we're going to talk about all of it because there's two specific things in here that I think just kind of suck. Like, none of it is that surprising, okay? But it can still suck. And I think that there's sometimes a disconnect. People assume that just because something was expected, therefore you're not allowed to be frustrated by it or annoyed by it or like upset by it. No, we knew that they were going to do a couple of these things and it still kind of sucks. Okay. There's just no other way to put it. But the reason they're doing it is because they can get away with it. I mean, let's be totally honest. Like, the reason they're doing it is because they can get away with it. So we're going to talk about it and go through it. The first and perhaps most pressing thing is the reveal of 2 editions. So they do have 2 editions, probably will have a collector's edition at some point, but the 2 editions are of course standard and then the ultimate. We're going to talk a lot about the ultimate because there's a lot of controversy surrounding how they're doing this. But the base version is going to cost $79.99 USD or $80. And then the ultimate is $20 more or $100. And that comes with a bunch of stuff exclusive to it. Again, more on that in a second. One of the other tidbits that's important to note is that they do have, they're going to allow preloading for the game as well. So if you want to get the game downloaded days before so you can play the moment that it launches, they will allow you to do that. And you'll be able to preload it on November 12th, whether you order digital or physical. You might be wondering, how does that work, Luke? How do you preload a physical copy of the game? Well, it's because physical is a fluid term in 2026. You see, they are going to have physical copies of the game, but as they have clarified already, quote, the physical version of Grand Theft Auto 6 containing a download code inside the box will be available starting November 12th to support preloading. Oh, what? Yes, you heard that right. So it is a physical version of the game that is using a digital code. I believe what this is going to effectively look like this is a deep cut. I know this is going to be surprising for me, coming from me, because you guys would expect me to never bring up a game like this. But there was another game that did something similar to this, which was a fan favorite. Fallout 76 actually did it, where they sold physical copies of the game, and inside was this paper disc. And the paper disc had instructions to redeem the code. And then the code was listed on this like little pamphlet. Do not discard, because this was the game. And that was it. So you could buy the case, but it was just a code. And that's what you got. So we can blame Todd. I think, as with most things, we can. But to be clear, this is not the first time this has happened. But it's always stupid because it's like, it's a physical version of the game, but it is not physical. It is like a plastic box for a piece of paper. That's all it is. So to be clear, as of this moment, okay, when we're streaming this, there is no clarification if there ever will be a physical version of the game on a disc. Full stop. There are people speculating that after launch, they may go physical and have actual discs. I personally would expect not. But as of right now, there will be no physical version of GTA 6 on a disc. So there is going to be literally no like secondhand copies of the game at all. Like, GameStop is literally upstairs crying, which is wild. It's absolutely wild. Or downstairs crying, I forget the meme. Anyway, sorry if you can hear my dog Romeo. He's wailing because he found out how much GTA 6 costs. He's very upset. So there's that. That's kind of the first. Ugh. And let's be as fair as we can, because some people are kind of braced for this to just be a whine and piss and moan session. Let's try to play devil's advocate. Why do they want to do this? Is it because it's cheaper? Probably. But also, they do not want the game to leak. And you may have forgotten about this because, I mean, plenty of stuff happens. But there was another game which had copies of it stolen, and people started playing it early because they stole copies of it. And that was AC Shadows, actually. AC Shadows had early versions of it stolen because it was delayed at the last second, if you recall. And so there were copies of it in warehouses, and people stole those copies, brought them home, and they were able to boot it up and play AC Shadows like I think it was a month before launch, because the game was on the disc. And that happened with AC Shadows. And AC Shadows is like here in terms of hype level compared to GTA 6, which is like in the stratosphere. Okay, so just imagine the insanity that would ensue if you were actually able to play GTA 6 early, if you got your hands on a physical copy. Amazon warehouses would be raided, and Walmart warehouses would be raided, and it would be a big problem because most of those places, they get big pallets. When I worked in retail at Best Buy, we would get the copies of the games days and days before they would actually launch and have to be put on the shelves, and they would have big stickers on them saying do not display before this date and time, blah blah blah. Like, they put all that up there, but they were in the warehouses, and if there was one person who like snuck one of the copies in their coat pocket, they then sell it on eBay for $5,000 or something. That's how this type of thing happens. So I'm not surprised. I actually had been guessing for a while that they might actually go and just not do physical at all at launch, at least. That's kind of what I was braced for, just no physical, because they just don't want to risk leaks. But they found the middle ground, which is to do physical, do physical copies, which at this point, I'm gonna be real, I don't know why on earth you would order physical. I think the only people that will be ordering physical are probably people who misunderstand what they're getting. Like, they think they're going to get a disc and then they're going to open it and be like, what the hell? Otherwise, I don't know why you would order physical, because either way, you have to put the code into your console and download the whole game. The physical box, I guess, maybe that really is it. Somebody just wants the box on their shelf. And so it's the same price as if you got it digitally, but it just comes with a plastic box. I mean, that's basically what it is. The map, okay, I guess when I think of collecting games and collecting like game stuff, I think of like the game. And so the idea of collecting a game that doesn't have the game just breaks my brain. It's like, it doesn't work. But I guess there's that. But that's the first tidbit, okay? That's the first tidbit that's kind of caused a lot of people to roll their eyes, is that the physical version of the game is physical and is just a code, okay? So there's that. Beyond that, we get to the more pressing and dramatic tidbit, okay, which is where we lead into the discussion of the different editions. So like I said, the game is launching with a standard edition at 80 and then the ultimate edition at 100. To be perfectly clear, because I know there's people that still don't understand the distinction, the story-based mode is launching November 19th. Online launches later. They are not the same thing. I just filmed a whole video last night that we had to scrap because this dropped today. But the point of the video was basically going through all of the crazy expectations people have for GTA 6 and also the misunderstandings related to it. And what the point of the video broadly was that there is a whole generation of gamers whose only exposure and experience with GTA as a franchise are the like 2021, 2022 GTA RP pushes that happened, where like they had roleplay servers across the board with like big streamers like Kai and XQC and people playing those and simulating life, pretending to be a cop, pretending to be a robber, pretending to be an ambulance driver, pretending to be a retail worker or whatever. And so they think that is what GTA is. They think GTA is just life sim online with friends. And that's not what it is. Like the story-based mode is what comes first, online comes later, but there's a lot of people that don't understand that when this launches, it will not have multiplayer. It will not have the life sim RP stuff. Like they just do not understand the distinction. We'll talk about it, we'll get into it, but I just want to stress, like, Online is going to be a totally separate conversation that happens
laughing, rolling
after the
on
fact.
The floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing,
Thank you, Devil.
rolling on the floor, laughing. The live banner covers up half your logo, making it look like a very different symbol at a
Oh, it cut off. Make it look like a very different symbol at a glance. I'm dying. Oh, on notifications, you mean? I think. Well, thank you for letting me know. I'll have the team look at it. We'll evaluate. Thank you for letting me let me know to check the banners. I do think it's just important to understand that there's different factions and different eras of players. There's people who played GTA 5 back in like 2013 and that have played Rockstar games throughout. Like there's people that have played Red Dead 2, of course, as well. They played GTA 5. They might have played older Rockstar published stuff like freaking LA Noire and stuff. But there are millions of people whose only exposure are like those old GTA RP sessions, GTA RP XQC. It doesn't even sound like a real sentence. But seriously, like these were huge back in the day, like 4 years ago. People went crazy for these, where it was just people that thought like, what a title of a video. People think that this is what like GTA 6 is going to be, is just you role playing in different facets of life within the game. These people have never played the story mode. They've never done anything. This is what they think GTA is. So they're going to be thoroughly confused when they buy the game. And then it's like, okay, how do I join a server? It's like, no. So I stress it because there's a lot of people who misunderstand it. And that's why you start to see people thinking like, okay, well, GTA 6 looks great, but where's the alimony system? Where's the system where I can be a cop and where all my friends can be robbers? Like, it's because those people misunderstand what the game is. But having said that, when we look at this, first distinction, online versus story mode. Story mode comes first. RP stuff comes later with online. But then we get into the Ultimate Edition, which is where we get into the controversy, the true controversy. Okay, so we're just gonna break this down. Okay, we're gonna break it down. Ultimate Edition. Welcome to Leonida, the state where anything goes. Seize everything in this massive world has to offer with the Grand Theft Auto 6 Ultimate Edition, an exclusive collection of premium vehicles, weapons, apparel, and action around every corner. Ultimate Edition bonuses are threaded across all aspects of Jason and Lucia's story, with new items uncovered behind each chapter. Okay, now, perhaps hot take. At the outset, I just want to say, I am not philosophically opposed to like cosmetics within big AAA games like this. I understand they're ridiculously expensive to make. And if the way you make, like the way you break even is by allowing whales to spend $3 on a pair of sunglasses, as long as they don't have gameplay affecting stuff, I can live with it. Do I like it? No, but like I get it, you know. Where I draw the line of what I really don't like is when you have gameplay affecting stuff. So for example, like one of the prime examples of this is AC Odyssey or AC Valhalla. AC Valhalla, like massive game. One of the most common complaints is that it's bloated, right? However, conveniently, guess what Ubisoft sold at the same time? XP boost tokens. So you could buy with real money XP boosts and multipliers to make progress faster so it didn't feel as bloated and grindy. So if you spent more, you'd actually get a better balanced game. Similarly, you would occasionally hit like walls in terms of difficulty. And those things happen to be fixable if you paid money for the best armor that had crazy high stats. Because it would be one thing if it was just a cosmetic. If it's just, you know, a different shirt and glasses and haircut, it doesn't affect gameplay. That's whatever, I don't care. But when it has gameplay affecting stuff and then you're balancing the game around that, that's when it starts to just be like, I really don't like that. I think that's unacceptable. But if it's just cosmetics, I get it. I can live with it. But if it starts to seep into gameplay modes and features and stuff being locked behind paywalls, I don't like that. So hopefully that's not what we're about to see on the next page. Continuing. Okay, an exclusive car. Okay. That like not, it looks cool. Looks like the car from Wolf of Wall Street when he takes all the pills. That's cool. I like that. Like a 90s Lambo. I like that. That's cool. Exclusive revolver. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Whatever. Oh, exclusive palm stuff. I don't really get why you'd pay extra for that because their hands will literally cover it, but whatever. Personalized decals. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I see. This is the type of thing I don't really care. I'm not also the type. I don't think I'm the target audience. Like, I'm not one that orders or pays for cosmetics on stuff like this, but maybe there are some people that really love that and think that that looks awesome. Okay. Vice City style, whether poolside or side by side, Jason and Lucia can look the part with exclusive outfits, tattoos, and more. Okay. Like, again, exclusive shirts and tattoos. I personally just don't care. Vice City style. Oh, it's a Ferrari. Tells you how much I know about cars. Oh, baby. They show some more. Okay. Honestly, they just, this is going to get me in trouble. They just look like TikTokers, dude. I know a lot of TikTokers. I like TikTokers. They're great people. They all kind of dress like this. You know, they all kind of look like you hopped in a GTA outfit customization thing and then hit shuffle and randomize. I don't get fashion. Clearly, so I see this, I'm like, oh, they look like all the TikTokers I know. Coachella influencers. Yeah, I'm sure these are cool. I'm not the fashion guy, okay? This is gonna come as breaking news. Luke doesn't know about fashion. Yeah, I can't unsee it now. I'm sorry. Most TikTokers are much more fashionable than me, certainly. I just am not accustomed to it. I do like the Daytona. I'll give him that. He's wearing a Daytona. That's a good one, or their version of a Daytona. These are very good watches. They're very hard to get though. Very hard to get. Jason's Safe House vehicles. Okay, so. Also, this is all, to be clear, everything we're looking at right now is exclusive to the Ultimate Edition. So Jason's Safe House vehicles. So you get the Enduro motorcycle and the Crest kayak are exclusive. So these two are going to be exclusive as well. Okay. Again, if they're just cosmetics and then there's other bikes you can find, like, okay, not that worried about it. They show some other pictures of it. Okay. I mean, it's literally called Grand Theft Auto. So if you want a different vehicle, you can just, but you know, that looks cool. Also, the kayaking looks cool. The idea you just go out and kayak and maybe fish at the same time. I don't know. I like that. Sounds fun. Okay, the retro build. Inject some muscle and classic stylings into Jason's well-worn Vapid Ganado. Maybe low riding pickup with exclusive mods. So this is the first one where I was reading through and I was like, exclusive? Luke, spoilers on the kayak. Jesus. Sorry. Oh no, they're gonna cancel me. I don't care. Yeah, so this was the first one where I was like, what? Exclusive mods. First, like, little bitty, hold on. I have the thing. Oh my god, I dropped it. I have the thing. Okay, that's the first one. Because I'm sensitive to these things where it's like, oh, exclusive gameplay modifying stuff. I don't like that. But then seeing that modifications to the car are exclusive. I'm guessing that, you know, this could, to play devil's advocate, this could just mean some of the cosmetic alterations. So maybe like these specific headlights are exclusive to the deluxe edition, or these tires or rims or something are exclusive. You know what? If that's what it is, I can live with it. It's not the end of the world, but because again, that's just cosmetic. It's when stuff starts to affect gameplay that I really don't like that. Ride Out Customs. Mod shop. Transform vanilla vehicles into magnificent works of art with detailed interiors, exquisite rims, and donk stylings. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. So to be clear, this shop is exclusive to the Ultimate Edition. It's not clear at this point if it's just one location or if it's a chain. Like, you know, Los Santos Customs, there are multiple locations. It's not clear if this has multiple locations or if it's just one shop. Either way, if you do not pay the Ultimate Edition price, you do not get to go inside here. We don't know exactly what it'll look like, if it'll still show you the icon on the map and you'll like drive in and then it's just Strauss Zelnick just going, Like we don't know exactly what it's going to be when you're playing the standard edition. Or what I think most likely will happen is that if you're playing standard edition, you're going to reach this point and it's going to be like, oh, you want to go inside, upgrade to the Ultimate Edition now. And it's going to prompt you. You can go buy the upgrade pack and they'll push you that way. And I think that's going to be true of all the other things we're about to look at too. Wait, there's more, Luke? Spoilers. Yes, there's more. There's more. Okay. We just getting started. What else is there? Okay. So again, the best case scenario, I think, to spin this, get it because of rims. The best case to spin this, I think, is probably to be like, it's one location and it just has some gaudy, god-awful customizations that you miss out on if you are not paying extra. Or it doesn't even have like exclusive like rims and stylings, and it's just a different location for you to do it. Maybe that's the difference, but I think most likely it has some exclusive cosmetics and stuff tied to it. That'll be my guess. But I do think it's very, very likely that this is going to be one of those things where you can drive up to it and then it prompts you to upgrade from there if you haven't already. So I think that that's probably what it is. What else do we have? Hair salon, Sarah's unisex salon. Get signature salon styles for both Jason and Lucia, including facial hair for Jason and makeup and nails for Lucia. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. So again, not clear if this is just one or if this is a chain, because the way it's phrased, it could be seen as a chain of hair salon locations, or just Sarah's one specific. And it's not clear if this is true of all of them, if Ride Out Customs is a chain or if it's just one. But let's assume for now, because we don't have any indication either which way, let's assume it is just one location for each. It is one mod shop that's exclusive somewhere on the map. It is one salon exclusive somewhere on the map. I still don't like that, because this starts to add up. As we look through this, you'll see that there's actually a good number of these locations. And again, the whole idea, just like Ubisoft putting XP boosters in the game, that's to try and the only way they can get you to buy those XP boosts is if you feel like you need to use them. So they are incentivized to build the game in a way where it starts to bloat and where it starts to push you to be like, I really could use that XP boost right about now. And then you go and spend the $5 for it. Similarly with this, I'm sure that the locations are going to be very conveniently placed, very close to where missions start or end. It's going to be in your face to try and encourage you to upgrade, because of course that's what they want you to do. That's the whole reason it's here. Again, I just don't like this. I get why they're doing it for all of the GTA like fanboys. I get why they're doing this. This is the most expensive video game, or probably honestly media product ever. So they got to make the money back somehow. I understand that. But I don't have to like it, you know? Like I don't have to like it at the same time. Continuing on, as you can see. Oh, Shih Tzu Squallow. It's a watercraft exclusive. Okay, it's like a unique boat. That's cool. Whatever. Again, like I'm not too worried about exclusive skins or wraps or variants, especially in a game like GTA where you can just go steal your own, you know. I do think this picture was particularly interesting because it's like, okay, what is this a picture of? Is this a quest line? Is this an open world activity where you can hop on your boat and then take Lucia and there's like a button to have both protagonists come and go on the boat at the same time? And then you go and you like scuba dive off the boat anywhere in the water that you want to go. There's obviously dolphins that come and visit you. Like there's a lot of questions with it, but it's very interesting. I'm like, I like the idea of being able to just go and explore. They of course show some shootouts here, the helicopters chasing you and then the police coming too, but all of that looks very, very interesting. Then we move forward. Clothing store, another exclusive clothing store. This one is going to also be locked behind the Ultimate Edition. And it's going to offer some more TikTok clothes. Sorry, now that I've said it out loud, I can't unsee it. It's just, hey guys, welcome to the latest update of GTA 6. I can't unsee it now. I can't unsee it. I will say that fur looks great. The fur coat looks really, really good. Really, really, really good. That's just streetwear. You can't say that's just streetwear. I wear basic t-shirts and then shorts and jeans. Like I see streetwear and I see people that take pictures of everything they eat and post it on Instagram as if people care. That's what I see. I see this guy and that coat and I go, that's someone who vlogs their breakfast. That's what I see. That's quite literally just streetwear though. We are from two different worlds, you and I. I admire people that are able to put this much this much effort into dressing up. I mean, I'm very, very straightforward. I have my clothes that I wear. I cycle through them, wash them, and that's it. Go outside, Luke. How dare you? How dare you? So this is another one, stock 305, also exclusive to the Ultimate Edition. 67 Avid Dominator Buggy. Mud Club monster offering impressive off-road handling and backwoods of Mount Calaga and beyond. Conveniently stored with or at the Paradise Garage in Watson Bay, which features a weapon locker plus secure place to deposit stolen goods to be fenced. This was something that was found in some of the leaks that we're totally not allowed to talk about. But the idea of fencing things, so like you steal certain vehicles or like crates of stuff during missions and open world activities, you bring them to a fencer, they're able to sell it. Similar to how things worked in like Red Dead Redemption 2. They're doing stuff like that again. This is cool. And they also, you'll notice, show some pictures of it. Looks very, very awesome and very cool. Okay, that's awesome. They also, well, more on that in a second. There's going to be specific shops and different vehicle customization and stuff for off-roading specifically. So it seems like they are building out two totally different systems for like driving within the cities and then driving outside in the wilds. They also will have an exclusive tattoo shop with exclusive tattoos as well. These are only going to be available to people with the Ultimate Edition. If you want to get tatted up, get that sweet, sweet ink. Get that sweet, sweet ink. Oh, baby. It would be funny if they had it like actually hardcore, and once you get a tattoo, you can't undo it for the whole playthrough. It's like, you can't swap it off. I doubt they do that, but that would be funny. They're like, no, you got a back piece. You're stuck with it, dude. Deal with it. Beyond that, One-Eyed Willies. That's, I love it. I love it. This whole thing, the whole vibe. I like it. Mod Shop in Lake Leonida specializes in off-road modifications and hand-painted automotive artistry. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. Again, off-road shop exclusive to the Ultimate Edition with its own customizations, own tweaks, own stuff. Okay. So once more, another exclusive thing. Exclusive looks and cosmetics. I would guess they're probably going to release this as actual merch, but it is exclusive cosmetics there. And then PTT Youngins Illegal Goods Store. So another gang compound that is exclusive to the collector's edition as well. And then there's more. Buckle up. Special commission. This is basically special mission or a series of missions, but track down a variety of abandoned classic and work in progress project cars, revitalize them to their former glory in this special commission from eccentric collector and local fixer Wyman. And as you can see, this is like a little look at probably what one of the vehicles looks like. You can see some other pictures of some of these that are demonstrated, and these are going to be like older muscle cars and stuff like that that are exclusive to these missions that you do with him, and you will only get access to them if you have the collector's edition, to be perfectly clear. So that's it. After that, you get one last little sizzle picture, and that's it. So where does this leave us at the end of this? Okay, I'm gonna be real. I don't like the way they're doing it. Just like I didn't like it with Hogwarts Legacy when they famously, or not so famously because a lot of people have forgotten, locked behind paywalls exclusive gameplay content. The Dark Arts Battle Arena, this was exclusive to the premium edition. If you didn't pay more, you didn't get access to this battle arena, full stop. And was it that massive of a gameplay like affecting thing? No. Like I think it offered maybe like half an hour of gameplay. It basically was an arena where you could go and do like the dark arts. You could use any of the forbidden curses and stuff freely. You know, it was like, I mean, it was a cool idea that would have been nice to have in every edition of the game, but they cut it out. It was exclusive to the Ultimate Edition, and that just was lame, but obviously it didn't affect the game's performance. Just like I personally don't expect that any of this exclusive stuff is going to change anybody's buying behavior. I think everybody who is gonna buy it is still gonna buy it. Let's be totally real. That doesn't mean we have to like it though. Beyond that, I think there's also something that just needs to be said. I love that video games are often and can be the great equalizer. Like it doesn't matter whether you're a multimillionaire or billionaire, or if you're a broke college student. If we're playing the same game, we're all playing the same game. You know, we're all on the same page. We're all experiencing the same piece of media, piece of art and content together. And I think that's beautiful. There's been times in my life where I've been crazy broke with like 32 cents in my checking account, and I can't afford a pack of ramen noodles for dinner. It's like bad. When I was working as a janitor or in retail, there were times where like it was bad. However, like video games for me were the escape. And certainly at that time, I wouldn't have been buying an $80 copy of a game. But the idea that there's going to be this disparity between the haves and the have-nots, and so it's like those with thicker wallets will get more enjoyment and more content out of the game. I don't personally like that. I think video games are amazing in that they can bring everybody to the same table. And it just sucks to separate it out and to be like, no, you don't have enough. Okay, sucks to suck. You don't get any of this. You know, it's lame. I get that it's a product. I understand that. There's going to be people who go like, it's $20. Who cares? There are many people out there for whom $20 is a big deal. Maybe not for you. That's great. Okay. And you should be very, very thankful that you're in a financially stable position where that isn't that big of a deal to you. But there are a lot of people for whom like they've been waiting for this game for a long time. It's a great escape from reality for them. They're really excited for it. And now they just announced that you need another 25% to get the full game, you know, which is just lame. It's just lame. So overall, it's not, these are the types of things that when you see it, it's like you can just be like, yeah, well, whatever. But I think it's important to at least state and mention that it's frustrating, and I wish they didn't do it, but they're doing it precisely the same reason why Hogwarts did, which is because they know that people will still do it. And it's true. I see one person says, why not just get it later? And I think that's what a lot of people will do. A lot of people will buy the base version, and then they'll come across one of these locations, or they'll come across a couple of them throughout the game and finally be like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to upgrade for $20. And maybe that's a week or two after launch, but I think eventually they will consider upgrading to the Ultimate Edition. And this assumes that there's not also going to be benefits and perks for the online mode. I mean, it's possible that they will have different modes and editions for the online, where there's like an Deluxe Ultimate Edition Plus pack, which is $120 or $130, and that comes with online in-game currency and stuff like that, and they'll do all sorts of stuff like that. But as of right now, it's just the single player stuff, and it is what it is. To be clear, like this is Luke takes super chats. Why is he complaining? I'm telling you right now, I am a YouTuber. I do this for a living. I can afford the extra $20 thanks to you guys watching and doing all of this. This is not about me, literally, okay? If they were just trying to appeal to YouTubers and streamers and TikTokers and stuff, they've done that. They did what they needed to do. The people for whom this sucks and these people are in trouble are the people that are not sitting in their basement talking about video games all day. The people for whom are working much harder jobs and are grinding it out trying to pay the bills, and now it's like you got to come up with extra cash, otherwise you don't get the full experience. And that type of thing is just kind of lame. Beyond this, there is also some other stuff. For example, let me show you the PlayStation blog, because the PlayStation blog dropped some information on what they are aiming to do. Now, this is where there's a lot of people running with what is not said, okay? And there's some misinformation already starting to spread around. So Rockstar didn't say a whole lot about performance modes, about anything like that in their official statements. Sony, however, came out with this article posted this morning at the same time, where they outline how, quote, Grand Theft Auto 6 plays best on PS5. To be clear, they have an incentive to do that. Like if anybody's going to say that, it's probably PlayStation. But what do they say specifically? Do they mention anything specific? I don't know. Dude, did this get their own cover art reveal video got taken down by Rockstar? That's freaking hilarious. Anyway, what did they say? Well, they outline a couple of things. So they say it's going to take advantage of PS5's immersive features to deliver deeply engaging single player experience when it launches on November 19th. They talk about DualSense and haptic feedback. So that's cool. It'll have haptic feedback. They talk about Tempest 3D audio. So 3D audio is going to be used. Grand Theft Auto also leverages the PS5's ultra high-speed SSD, enabling you to experience the expansive world of Leonida with near instant load times, which is great. If you guys have not played Red Dead 2 recently, you may forget, bro, load times were long and girthy on that one. But once you were in, it was pretty much seamless throughout the entire game, but load times were certainly slow. And that, it makes sense for GTA 5. They were slow because that was a 360 game originally. And with Red Dead 2, that's a PS4 game. They were both built for use on hard drives. But now this will be the first game built from the ground up for SSDs, and that is seemingly going to be a real benefit here, which is awesome. I mean, the idea that you can just boot up and you're right in it, that's great. Beyond that, they outline a couple of other things, such as timelines, exclusive collection of premium vehicles, weapon and apparel, action threaded across Jason and Lucia's story, which we already went through. They described new players looking to jump in. It's a great chance to see why PS5 is the best place to play. They can pick up a PS5 or PS5 Pro at direct.playstation.com and at local retailers, and they kind of give you the broad pitch. Now, what they do not mention are performance modes, or certainly 60 FPS. They do clarify that it will be PS5 Pro enhanced. So what does that mean? We don't know. It basically just says it will be enhanced for PS5 Pro, and that's it. We don't know to what degree or to what level it will be optimized for that. However, people are running with it and are saying therefore that the game is actually PS5 Pro enhanced, so therefore it's going to run at 60. They did not say that. They just say it's going to be enhanced. My personal expectation, is that they are going to have like the standard mode on the base console, but then on the Pro, they're probably going to have performance quality modes. There's some online retailers and third-party retailers that are listing that in the description of the game, but they just say that there's going to be an option between quality and performance mode. My guess would be there's probably quality, which just prioritizes 30 FPS locked and then higher resolution targets and stuff like that. And then the performance mode probably just targets a lower resolution using pisser upscaling, and then it's like they unlock the frame rate. And so maybe sometimes it's in the 40s, sometimes it's in the 50s, other times it's in the 30s, and it just depends on the sequence. But I would not go into this expecting that it's going to run locked 60 no matter what. I do not think that that's going to happen. There's other tidbits and other things going around as well. For example, there are people that are faking screenshots and faking some articles and postings claiming that Rockstar is disclosing things that they're not. So for example, there's people that are saying that the online mode is going to be a totally separate SKU, which has been speculated about whether or not they're going to do that. But the point is there is no evidence they're going to do that. There's no evidence that they are going to be charging a separate $80 for the online mode. Is it possible they do that? I guess, sure. But there's no reason to think that they're doing that. They've not said anything like that in earnings calls. They have not communicated anything like that. It's not impossible, but I think it would be shocking if they did. I would not run with that. It's just people saying stuff. What else is there? Beyond this, there is a broad, I guess we can mention this. I don't know if it moves the needle for anybody, but there is also a pre-order bonus, which is just like a couple of, again, specific car and then some cosmetics and stuff that are going to be exclusive to those who pre-order the game from there. Okay. You get the classic looks, just like that. As old Luke always said, hype makes you stupid. Hype makes you stupid. Hype definitely puts blinders on and makes you lose sight of the bigger picture. And also for some people, it leads to them just making things up, as we've seen with like GTA 6 is going to have dude, one of the articles I saw yesterday when we were filming that video that we had to scrap was that people were saying, apparently this was like an actual thing people thought for a very long time, and some people still do. They thought that basically there was an article or a tweet written by Tom Henderson in 2021 where he said that he had sources telling him that GTA 6 was going to have missions that pay out Bitcoin to the player character by certain like vendors and drug dealers because they want to just quickly give you money for doing whatever. But he clarified that is just in the game. It is like the in-game version of Bitcoin is being paid to you for committing a crime or for whatever. People took that, and there are people that still to this day think that you'll be able to do a heist in GTA 6 and get paid out real world Bitcoin. And there was a clip of FaZe Banks saying how he thinks there's going to be real estate in the game where you can like buy an apartment and then sell it for actual real world millions of dollars. Aiden Ross was saying the same thing. He wants to make his own servers where that's doable. It's just like, I know for 12-year-olds, that sounds like, yeah, that makes sense. But that's not how any of this works. And what's funny is that almost all of those, you can trace back the original statements, and they almost always go back to 2021 and NFT bros just making stuff up. Okay. Like almost always it goes back to the NFT bros, and it's freaking hilarious because like we all kind of forgot about NFTs because NFTs are stupid. And there's a reason why we like all kind of collectively we're like, no, just like hand wave them away. But dude, there's a lot of people out there that still think that that's going to be a thing. It's insane to say, but there are people that think that. So that's why when we say like GTA 6 is massive and huge, like it's important to remember, it's not just the people that are coming from like Red Dead 2 to GTA 6. There's a lot of people who are coming from like GTA RP and those guys saying that you can make millions in GTA 6. Like there's a lot of people coming from that world who are expecting that level of crap in GTA 6, even at launch, which is just insanity. The glory of NFTs, you will get to make up the product and everything in life too. Yeah, well, I remember, I think it was, let me see if I can find it. With the release of GTA 6, he plans on creating a server that will allow people to quit their IRL 9-to-5s and earn full-time salaries from working within the game.
Guys, listen, my GTA server, you guys can quit your jobs in real life and work in my server. You could be a janitor, you could be a babysitter, you could be a Bitcoin, you guys are gonna really make money in my world.
Scam. I mean, it feels like one. I mean, like what else are you supposed to conclude? With all of these things, it always just makes me want to ask like one question. Where is the money coming from? Like, where is the money coming from? The money has to come from somewhere, okay? It's not magic. It has to come from somewhere. So where does the money come from? Who is paying the in-game janitor? Like, who's paying in for that? Are you going to have $10,000 a month server membership dues? Then maybe you could find a way to do it. Sure, you could build out some economy like that. But the money has to come from somewhere. It's always amazed me that like, especially the NFT bros just assume that you can just create money out of nowhere. And I think it reveals a fundamental misunderstanding of how like crypto and everything works. The only way that happens, whether it's like Counter-Strike skins or if it's NFTs for that like 3-week period when they had value, the only way that works is if people are willing to come in with outside money and subsidize it and buy in to create it. And they agree that this is worth X amount of money. Being a janitor, pressing the square button to sweep floors in GTA, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? But there's people that see this and are actually like, can't wait for November. I can finally quit the job. Like, I know it's crazy to think, but there are people that like suffer at the hands of delusional promises. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, which is why it's also really funny that, and this is what's really funny. The AI community note comes in clutch. No, you should not quit your job to play GTA 6 RP for Aiden Ross. What a title. So if you didn't know, for one, like obviously the online mode launches separately, but Rockstar already has like banned using cryptocurrencies within their RP servers because, shocker, if you start to try to do this type of thing, you have to deal with all sorts of regulations and stuff. You don't mess with it. You just don't mess with it. There's stuff like premier access tiers, the marketplaces, you can get donations and stuff. But again, the idea that you can just like hop in and be a janitor and quit your real life job, it's just so insane. It's outrageous. While they've also gone and like had to already take steps to ban this type of thing. It's just crazy. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff that is going to have to continue to be debunked and tackled with GTA 6 piece by piece as we go through this. But overall, it's actually coming in November. It is coming story mode first. It is launching for $80, but the full experience is going to be $100. It's also, perhaps to be fair, it's important to mention, we don't know a lot about the base game. So it's possible, as one of you guys mentioned in chat, it's possible that these exclusive items in the Ultimate Edition are like a little drop in the bucket. They could be like, oh no, there's 70 different shops for altering your car. Like 2 of them are exclusive to the Ultimate Edition. In which case, okay, I'm less worried about it. Where I'm more worried about it is if there's like 4 or 5 and 2 of them are exclusive to the Ultimate. That's when it really sucks. But we just don't know what we don't know. Overall, though, I don't like how much stuff is locked behind the Ultimate. I think it's pretty clearly done to try and push everybody into the Ultimate to, again, get the average unit sold price to be much higher. I also think that the physical edition just being a download code sucks because, again, it pretty much immediately wipes out the secondhand market for the game. Not pretty much, it does. There is going to be no way to sell your copy of GTA 6 to somebody else or give it to a buddy. There is none of that. Everybody has to buy their own copy because it's automatically linked and tied to your console account. That's it. So I'm not surprised. I'm still disappointed with some of it. I think, you know, if Hogwarts Legacy got away with these types of things, you better believe that Rockstar is going to get away with it with GTA 6. It still sucks. We can vocalize that, but I don't think it's going to really fundamentally change anybody's behaviors at the end of the day. I think everybody's going to still do it. eBaying a cardboard cutout as the physical edition. Why not? Why are they so greedy? As with many instances of corporate greed, because they can be. Why is Apple so greedy? Why do they take 30% of everything that goes to the App Store? Why do they have 40% margins on iPhones? Because they can, and people will still buy it. Like, if people didn't buy it, they wouldn't do it. Like, they're gonna do it because people will still buy it. You know? Like, that's just how it is. Like, that's just how it is. What did Hogwarts do? We mentioned earlier, they locked like the Dark Arts Arena and Dark Arts Pack and all these cosmetics and stuff behind the Ultimate Edition as well. So if you didn't buy the Ultimate Edition, you just didn't get access to this like quest line and to this content at all. You had to pay extra for it. And it wasn't a DLC separate, it was at launch. So just to be clear. Is there anything else to mention? I think we went through pretty much everything I wanted to get to. I guess maybe the only other piece of this is trailer 3, kind of like the elephant in the room. A lot of us thought trailer 3 was going to drop with the pre-orders. It still could drop tomorrow because, again, the official trailers or the official launch time for everybody is mainly going to happen in the next like 12 to 15 hours because it unlocks at midnight for pre-orders. So it's possible that the trailer still goes up maybe tomorrow morning. It's possible. Or maybe tonight it drops. I think it makes sense to drop a trailer that's going to do 250 million views in a day. Drop that like right as you're going to start asking people for money. That makes sense to me, but I guess time will tell. They're going to do whatever they want to do. I mean, who knows, but I think it drops when everyone can pre-order. That's the thing. It unlocks at midnight per time zone. So right now in New Zealand, you can pre-order, but obviously here where I live, you can't. I mean, we still have like 13 hours until it unlocks. So there you go. There you go. But yeah, it's happening. It's coming. It's wild after all this time to actually like have information dropping and stuff. But there you go. I guess the only other thing to mention before we wrap all of it up, the only other thing to mention is the claims of some graphical downgrades. I think like it's really hard to gauge because some people are trying to pull up comparison pictures across different characters. And be like, oh, look, this has changed from this trailer, or the lighting seems better or worse in this picture. And honestly, I think it's just hard to tell from one screenshot whether things have been downgraded or altered. I mean, I'm sure stuff has changed from the original trailer 2 years ago. I'm sure it doesn't run or look exactly the same. But I mean, based on the screenshots we've got, it looks pretty damn good. You know, like, it looks pretty good. This is the main one people have done side by sides with. They pull up this and then they look at like the foliage and they're like, oh, the shading is different in the foliage compared to the initial trailer we saw with Jason going up the stairs and everything. It might just be time of day. I'm gonna be real. It's really hard to tell. I think it's with open world games with dynamic day-night cycles, it's really hard to look at a screenshot from one time of day and compare it to a screenshot from another time of day and conclude anything, because it could really just be lighting and environmental differences like cloud cover and stuff like that. But you know, time will tell. Overall, I know I keep saying overall, I'm trying to make sure just got my copy of GTA 6. Dude, what's crazy? This is what we'll finish on. What's crazy? You remember those videos from like 2014? Like maybe 2015. Guy has GTA 6 early. You remember those those guys that were constantly saying that they had GTA 6 early, and it was like 2015, completely made up. Yeah, this guy, 2018. I got GTA 6 early. No, you didn't. Reacting to little kids. Or this guy. This guy faked it all the time. 2017. Dude, he got 3 million subscribers from this.
From Rockstar Games themselves. Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Fernando and welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you people are having a wonderful day. So oh my god, Grand Theft Auto 6 PS4. I thought he was gonna send me an Xbox One version, but holy crap, man. Look at this, guys. Look at this.
Like, he racked up 6 million subs. I'm doing this YouTube thing wrong, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Just like actually making up nonsense. Oh my God. Look at this, dude. Like actual predatory content. That's insane. Anyway, he did this stuff. What's crazy though is that he had just as much of GTA 6 in this box as we will when it launches. He had exactly the same amount of the game in that box as we will when it launches. He was ahead of his time. He was ahead of its time. Really, truly. A visionary of his time. Anyway, I remember this guy. Dude, these guys used to be all over the place. Now they're less common. At least I don't see them. Honestly, I think a lot of them moved to TikTok. Don't cancel me. I'm just saying. A lot of them. Because they benefit off of the quick, you scroll, you see the video, this is BS, and you scroll past, but they got your view and maybe your follow or something. And, you know, they get a 12-year-old to hit follow. I'm going to give away a copy of GTA 6 to whoever follows me right now. And then they get the follow. The kid swipes, but boom, he's at 3 million followers out of nowhere. Like these types of guys really, really thrive on that type of like quick get in, you forget about them content. As you can see, 9 million views 9 years ago, 6 million sub channel for like actual nonsense and lies. Like it's actually insane. But anyway, there you go. Maybe I'm doing the YouTube thing wrong. Maybe I need to start saying I have GTA 6 early. Check it out. There you go. It is happening, my friends. We'll continue talking about it because I'm sure there's going to continue to be more info drops as time goes on. Strauss Zelnick has already said that they are doing a lot of surprising marketing for GTA 6 over the course of this year, and we are going to see a lot of that, and it's going to really impress people. He's been very coy about what exactly they're doing for marketing, but what he has stressed multiple times is that it's going to be different than anybody expects. So we'll see. Unboxing my prize from Rockstar in the description. Yeah, that's brilliant, stunning, brave, and beautiful. Anyway, there you go. Clickbait for viewers. Yeah, dude, the clickbait, people talk about clickbait today. It is nowhere near as bad as it was back then. Like, honestly, I'm trying to think of the last time I got clickbaited. I don't think it happens hardly ever. Like YouTube really, as a YouTuber myself, they really punish videos where somebody clicks on it and then feels lied to and clicks off very quickly. Like they do not reward that the way they used to. It used to be much easier for those types of guys to thrive, and nowadays it just doesn't work. It just doesn't. But it's like I remember back in the early days, it was very common where you click on it and the video was just literally nothing to do with anything, and you're just like, what? That's why my channel's doing so bad. No, I think the way Casey Neistat actually said it well in a video once. I don't remember what the video even was, but he said it well one time where he was like, the key to clickbait is to intrigue, don't deceive. So he's like, clickbaiting is literally your job as a content creator. You are trying to find ways to intrigue people. But of course, you don't want to lie to them. If you just say, I have GTA 6 back in 2017, that's a lie. That's not true. But if you're like, you find some way to coyly phrase something and intrigue people, I guess that is clickbait, but it's definitely not the type of deceptive predatory clickbait like we saw there, you know, like that's another level. I mean, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. He took my thing.